Congratulations on getting married, David. You said you're registering your marriage today, right? I guess you'll be celebrating with Claire. Send her my best wishes.
Thanks, Sarah.
I'm so happy for you both. How are you feeling about the big day?
Pretty good. Claire's really excited.
I can imagine. Have you two finished all the paperwork?
Yeah, just got it done this morning. Claire's parents helped with all the legal stuff.
After the registration, next comes the wedding ceremony. I know preparations can be tough, but hang in there. I'm really looking forward to seeing you both as a beautiful bride and groom.
Actually, about that, Sarah, can I ask you something?
Oh, what is it?
I'll get straight to the point. Could you lend me some money?
What?
The wedding costs are going over budget, and I need help covering the difference.
Didn't you say you were having a small wedding with just family? And I heard you two were saving up for it. That's not enough?
Well, we decided to invite friends, too. More guests means more expenses.
Is that so?
Look, I know it's sudden, but this is really important to us.
Can you tell me more about what changed? I don't know if I can lend so much at such late notice.
I said we didn't need to change anything, but Claire really wants to invite her friends. She has about 100 of them, and she really wants them to be at her wedding. It's important to her.
That many?
It's not my idea, you know. I tried to keep it small.
Have you discussed this with Claire's parents?
Yeah, and they want what she wants. She says that's the minimum after narrowing down her closest friends. That's a CEO's daughter for you, I guess.
Well, a wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event. I understand wanting to celebrate with lots of people, but...
Exactly, and I don't want to disappoint Claire. She's so excited.
Shouldn't you two find a compromise that works for your budget?
I want to fulfill Claire's wishes as much as possible, and I know that this big of a change is just too much for my budget, but like you said, a big day like this only comes by once in a lifetime. I don't want her to regret anything afterwards.
I see what's going on. How much are you short?
$500,000.
That much?
Come on, Sarah, you know how these things can add up.
That's an enormous amount, David. Can you break down the costs?
She started saying she wants to be particular about the dress, too. At first, she said she was fine with the cheapest one, but now she wants this $50,000 dress she fell in love with, plus changing to a bigger venue and food for all the extra guests. No matter how I calculated it, comes to about $500,000.
But that's way more than I expected.
Please, Sarah, help us with our wedding expenses. You must know how much this means to me.
David, have you looked into other venues, or maybe reducing the guest list?
You don't understand. This is what Claire wants.
I'm sorry, David. I can't help.
What?
This might sound harsh, but if you can't afford it, you need to give up on it. Not having enough money means it's beyond your means. You shouldn't have a wedding like that just to show off. Talk to Claire about your budget, and if she's going to persist on having this big wedding despite it, then maybe you should rethink having the wedding this year.
You're kidding, right? You won't help your son and his wife when they're in trouble?
This is for your own good, too. Even if I lent you the money, your newlywed life would be all about paying back debt. That's not the way to start a marriage. You should start a marriage with hope and plenty of money to enjoy your new life together.
Forget about later. What about now? Claire, a CEO's daughter, is willing to marry me. And you're okay with me being such a loser who can't even give her a proper wedding?
If you're aware you're being a loser, then work harder yourself. Borrowing your parents' money for a wedding makes you just as much of a loser. Just ask her if you can delay the wedding by a few more months, or even a couple of years to give her the ceremony she wants. She should understand.
I can't believe you're doing this to me, after everything we've been through.
David, I'm trying to help you make a wise decision.
Shut up. I trusted you, Sarah. You stingy old hag. Don't bother coming to the wedding.
Stingy old hag, did you say?
You always gave me money before, didn't you? What's changed? When I wanted to go to private middle school, study abroad, join clubs, go to college, you always quietly gave me money whenever I asked. Why won't you give it this time?
Listen, David, I'm not a money fountain. All that money before came from my hard work. You know I've been working night shifts at the factory to support our family, right?
Of course I know. Right after you married Dad, he got sick and collapsed. Since then, you've been our family's breadwinner.
Then you should understand the value of money better than anyone. Knowing all that, how dare you call me a stingy old hag? I've always supported your education and growth, but this is different. This time, these are decisions you've made for yourself.
But thanks to that factory work, you're a factory manager now. Your salary must be way better than before, so why won't you give me this $500,000? It's nothing to you.
Yes, my salary has increased a lot, and I could easily give you $500,000, but you're not a student who needs protection anymore. If you're an adult, be independent and handle your own affairs.
What?
You're getting married and starting your own family, right? Stop relying on your parents' money.
What's your deal? You're such a useless hag. Don't lecture me when you're not even my real mom.
Excuse me?
Damn, you've ruined all my plans. I thought if I just cried a little, you'd give me the money right away like always. I never thought you'd be such a useless, stingy hag.
How can you talk to your mother like that?
Don't act like you're my mother when you won't even give me money.
What did you say?
A real mother would do anything for their child, no matter how old they are. When their child asks for help, they give them money, no matter what. If you can't even do that, you're just a fake mother.
Wait, David, what's gotten into you? You're like a completely different person.
Don't act like you know me, you fake hag.
Fake hag?
I've been nice to you all this time. If you won't give me money, I'm not interested anymore. Later, you old hag. You're useless to me now, so don't you dare come to the wedding.
David, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Well, believe it, you're nothing to me now. Don't contact me again unless you change your mind about the money.
It's been a while, Sarah. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about the wedding. Do you have a moment?
I'm sorry, Claire. No matter what you say, I won't provide any financial help. I just can't.
Huh?
I should explain. I know about the wedding plans changing.
What wedding plans?
I could help as the groom's mother, but I really think you should give up on anything beyond your budget. I'm sorry for being such a stubborn mother-in-law.
Wait, why are you apologizing? And what's this about financial help? I wasn't planning to ask you for anything like that.
You weren't?
No, not at all. What made you think that?
Oh, your request isn't about helping with the wedding costs?
We don't need that at all. We're having the wedding within our budget, so it's fine.
Really? Because I heard differently. David told me that you were changing the guest list, your dress, all sorts of things.
What did you hear? It's going to be a simple ceremony for just family.
But aren't you changing it to a grand wedding? I heard you went way over budget.
That's the thing. I said I was fine with a small family wedding, but David suddenly insisted on having a big wedding, inviting all these people.
David insisted?
Yes, it was all his idea. I don't understand why he's pushing for it.
Can you tell me more about what he said?
He keeps saying he wants lots of people to celebrate with us at the wedding. Says he wants to show off how cute I look in my dress. It's kind of embarrassing, actually.
Wasn't it you who asked for this?
How could I? I'm shy and don't even have many friends. I don't know anyone I could invite.
Really?
But David got all excited saying I'll cover all the extra costs and change the wedding plans.
He said he'd cover the costs himself?
Yes, he was very insistent about it. Why do you sound so surprised?
Did he happen to say that the cost would come to about $500,000?
How did you know? That's exactly right.
David told me. He asked me to help with that additional amount.
What?
He came to me asking for money, saying you wanted a bigger wedding.
That's completely backwards. I never asked for any of this.
Actually, that's why I thought your request was about financial help too. When I refused David's request, he got really angry, so I thought he might be using you to convince me.
What? That makes no sense. He told me he had savings and everything would be fine. And he got angry when you refused? That can't be true.
I wish I was making this up.
This is very concerning. I had no idea he was doing this.
Then what did you want to talk about? I'm sorry for turning you down without even listening. I shouldn't have assumed that you were coming to ask me for money. How horrible of me.
Not at all. You should be firm when you feel you can't do something. What I really wanted was for you to come with me to try on wedding dresses. My mother would be ideal, but our tastes are too different to be helpful. But you and I have similar taste in interior design and clothes, so could you help me out?
Oh, I'd be happy to help with that. I'm honored that you'd ask me.
Thank you, though now I'm worried about something else. I said I was fine with the cheapest dress, but he insists I need something fancy since so many people will see it. With a $50,000 dress, I'm even more nervous about choosing. It would really help to have your input.
Hold on, that story is different from what David told me too.
What do you mean?
I heard that you were the one who wanted the expensive dress. That's why they went over budget and needed help.
You said what? Sarah, I think we need to have a serious conversation about what he's been telling you. It sounds a lot more urgent than choosing the dress. Could we meet, just the two of us?
Of course. Let's confirm everything between us first. We can go dress shopping after that.
There's clearly a lot we need to talk about.
Yes, I think we both need to understand what's really going on.
Yes, I think that would be best. I'll contact you later. Let's meet just the two of us, somewhere private.
I know a quiet cafe where we can talk freely.
Perfect! I'll send you the time that works best for me.
Take your time. This conversation is important.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate your honesty about all this.
Hey, David, I just arrived at the venue.
Where did you say you were?
I'm already here. What's going on? Why am I the only one without a seat at the venue?
Because outsiders don't need to attend, you old hag.
I checked the seating chart 3 times. Everyone else has a place.
That's right, because they're actually invited, dumbass.
What? How dare you talk to your mother like that?
Oh, mother? Who are you talking about? You couldn't even prepare $500,000 for your son. You're no mother, you're just an outsider.
You're still hung up on the money issue.
Don't act innocent. You know exactly what you did.
What I did? I tried to protect you from starting your marriage in debt.
I told you I wasn't inviting you, yet you show up uninvited and make a scene about not having a seat. What an inconsiderate old hag.
I came because I care about you.
Care about me? That's rich coming from you.
What did you say?
You're just Dad's second wife, that's all. At the wedding, having my real parent, my father, is enough. So an unrelated hag like you should just leave.
After everything we've been through.
Through what? All you did was marry my dad.
How can you say such things to the person who raised you?
Shut up. I never asked you to raise me. You just played mom because you were excited about remarrying.
All those years meant nothing to you?
Years of what? Pretending to be my mother?
What did you say?
Stop acting like you did me some huge favor.
I never thought of it as a favor. I've always loved you as my own son.
Anyway, you're just some unrelated old hag. You didn't even give birth to me. Don't come here, you outsider.
Well then, be happy. I wish you all the best in your marriage.
Oh, I will be. Wanna know why?
Why's that?
Don't worry about me. I've got a CEO's daughter for a wife. Her parents own not just the company, but several real estate properties, too. I've hit the jackpot in life.
More like you've hit rock bottom, David. Trying to kick Sarah out of the wedding venue? I never thought you could be such a terrible person. I'm sorry, but we're canceling the wedding right now.
Cancel it right now? Wait, are you Claire?
Yes, today's bride, but the wedding is canceled, and I'm divorcing you.
What? Wait, what's going on? First of all, I was texting Sarah, so how did you suddenly appear?
Because we're together, obviously. I invited Sarah to the bridal room. I wanted to thank her properly for helping me choose the dress I'm wearing today.
What?
Today's wedding dress, you know. Sarah helped me pick it out. It was like choosing it with a real mother. That's why I wanted to take photos with just the two of us before the wedding, especially since I was hoping that we could all get along like family after this wedding. But it looks like that's not happening.
That's what happened?
You didn't know? Oh, right. You were too busy planning how to humiliate her.
I wasn't.
I really like Sarah. She's kind, but I also respect her strong core, supporting the family by working night shifts at the factory for years. She's strong as a woman, as a wife, and as a mother, and yet you tried to kick out someone like that? Just so you know, I know everything. How you asked Sarah for help with the extra wedding costs. How you told me you had savings and everything was fine. But when Sarah refused to help, you did this awful thing. Aren't you ashamed?
Huh? How do you know about that?
Because Sarah told me, obviously, and there I was, clueless, asking her to help me choose a dress. Do you know how embarrassed I felt?
She told you everything?
Every single lie you told, to both of us. I was willing to overlook some of your showing off. It's kind of lame that you said you'd pay, but then asked your mom for help. But I let it slide because you were trying to give me a nice wedding. After Sarah refused, you were going to handle it yourself anyway. But taking revenge by kicking her out? That's beyond lame. It's physically repulsive.
Physically?
Did you think I wouldn't find out that Sarah and I wouldn't talk?
But she had no right to tell you!
I don't want to have a wedding with such an embarrassing person. Marriage to someone like you would just be hell. So let's divorce right now. I don't even want to look at you.
Wait, hold on. The wedding's about to start. You can't just suddenly talk about divorce.
Can't I? Look who's talking. After all she's done for you, kicking her out right before the wedding, you're doing the exact same thing.
That's different.
How is it different? Explain it to me.
Well...
When something's impossible, it's impossible. Anyway, I'm going to tell the venue staff and guests that today's wedding is canceled.
You can't do this to me!
Watch me. Goodbye, David.
Sarah, please answer me. I know you're reading these messages. What should I do, Sarah? Dad just contacted me. He told me I'm no longer family and to never come back home.
Oh my, your father really went through with cutting ties with you.
You knew about this? Did you make him do this? How could you?
This was his decision. I had no part in it.
Huh?
I told him I wanted a divorce. Then he desperately tried to stop me, saying, "I'll disown my son before I'll divorce you." I decided not to divorce him because he was so desperate, but I didn't expect him to actually cut ties with you.
What are you talking about? This makes no sense at all. Why would you and Dad suddenly talk about divorce? And how did that turn into me being disowned?
Because I never want to see you again.
What?
You made your feelings very clear at the wedding.
But that was...
After what happened the other day, I'm completely done with you. Now that the wedding's canceled and your divorce from Claire is going through, you'd probably move back home. That would mean I'd have to live with you again. I hated that idea, so I wanted to divorce and leave this house.
You can't be serious.
I've never been more serious.
What?
It's not like divorcing means I'd never see your father again. We'd just live separately, but a living apart together arrangement would be complicated with others gossiping, so I thought divorce would be simpler. It's just a piece of paper anyway.
But Dad refused to divorce. Are you saying he chose you over me?
Seems that way. Now that you're cut off, you can't show your face at home anymore. Since I won't have to see you, there's no need for me to divorce.
This is insane! What am I supposed to do? I've lost my home on top of all of this, and I'm seriously getting divorced from Claire!
So I hear. I just heard about the divorce from Claire herself.
What? From her?
Hey, Mr. Showoff! Thanks for signing the divorce papers!
Why are you together again?
I wanted to tell Sarah about the divorce in person since we caused so much trouble for her that day. We were having tea together after submitting the divorce papers.
Please, can't we talk about this?
There's nothing to talk about.
Listen, Claire, couldn't we try again? I still love you, and I really don't want it to end like this.
And I absolutely refuse to get back together with you. No matter how much you beg, impossible is impossible.
But...
You know what I hate most in the world? People who can't appreciate others. Since I was little, my parents drilled it into me. Anyone who can't show gratitude is lower than an insect.
Ah!
Both my parents run companies, you know. A company can't function without its employees. They taught me to always be aware of how much support we get from others.
Support from others?
Yes, I've lived a privileged life thanks to my parents, but they always said you can't shop without store workers. You can't live without the people maintaining infrastructure. No matter how much money you have, you can't do anything alone. Never forget that. That's my family's motto, so I absolutely can't be with someone who goes against that.
I understand now. I'll change.
It's too late for that.
But...
I truly respect Sarah. Even though you're not blood related, she loved and raised you. Working night shifts at a factory for years to support the family isn't something just anyone could do. And you, who benefited the most from her sacrifices, had the nerve to call her a useless old hag.
I was just angry!
That makes it worse. You only showed your true colors when you were angry.
Well...
Even though I'm a CEO's daughter, I work and earn my own money just like everyone else. I haven't fallen so low that I'd let someone who can't even show gratitude make me happy. So David, I don't need you in my life. I will absolutely never get back together with you.
Please, just one more chance!
Not happening.
So what am I supposed to do now? Everyone at work and all my friends are laughing at me!
That's not my problem. Take care, David, and don't cause any more trouble for Sarah and the others.
Wait!
Goodbye, David.
That was the last time David ever contacted me. From what I heard, he immediately quit his job because it became too awkward and moved to a city where he didn't know anyone. Apparently, he had been bragging to everyone around him, saying things like, "I'm finally marrying into money. Don't be jealous of my success." No wonder he wanted to disappear after that embarrassment. Interestingly, Claire and I still keep in touch. She says, "I've never met anyone else who shares my taste so perfectly." It's sweet how much she looks up to me, and we regularly go out together like friends, despite our age difference. It's funny how things work out sometimes. I lost a son, but gained a daughter in a way.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.